Playing Quake Champions brought back a lot of memories. It's a fast-paced, mindless shooter that I love to play for a few rounds after working all day. Sure, it's not perfect, but it satisfies that urge for a shooter with nearly zero downtime between deaths. Sometimes I just want to continuously click my mouse while moving really fast without pause. But eventually the game ends and you face a wall of loading screens, matchmaking times, round warm-ups, and scene transitions. Developers have seemingly forgotten how to create seamless multiplayer experiences. Quake Champions took roughly 4 minutes to throw me in another match and start playing, not counting the initial load up with the splash screens. Given the average 10-minute round time, I spend 30% of my time waiting to play. I'm picking on Quake Champions because it's the most recent game I've played, but it's present in tons of other games. Titanfall 2 had the same issue. You spend too much time not playing. Overwatch is probably the best implementation of this system, thanks to the great optimization by Blizzard, but there's still too much time spent staring at menus. In the Half-Life era of shooters, the game shipped with software to allow users to set up their own servers. For the player, finding games was simple. The client came with a server browser which allowed you to query a master server for all existing servers. Joining games was fast, and once you did, you didn't have to wait for minutes at a time in between new games. The server would just start up a new game and bring everyone with, minimizing the downtime. Everything was customizable, from the maps to the game types to the messages that were displayed. Communities were formed based around people playing on the same server. You felt attached to specific servers where you played often. You met friends that you had conversations with. If we use Gary's mod as an example, the game loads extremely quickly without any splash screens. Granted, it is more than 10 years old. Finding a server is as simple as searching a list for the type you want to play and double-clicking. After about 15 seconds, you're in. That's it. Any other downtime is spent between map changes and also lasts about 15 seconds. Most present-day games don't really have that. With the advent of esports, games are balanced around a matchmaking system, removing much of the freedom that existed previously. There's room for both. Team Fortress 2 eventually shipped a matchmaking system to complement the server browser, but it hasn't received much love, and from what I understand, did more damage than good. We can't predict what will happen in the future, but hopefully with optimization and hardware improvements, these times spent waiting in menus will decrease. Many developers treat dedicated servers like they once did, and still do, with the 60 FPS argument. Maybe it'll take a really big game like Half-Life 3 to convince the masses that there's still benefit in having small gaming communities and seamless experiences. But let's be honest, we're more likely for dedicated servers to become the norm than have Half-Life 3 see the light of day.